Aristotle was a Greek philosopher and polymath during the classical period in ancient Greece. He was taught by Plato in Platonic Academy, and he was the founder of the Lyceum, the Peripatetic philosophy, and the Aristotelian tradition. Aristotle's theory of universals say that universals are the characteristics or qualities that ordinary subjects or things have in common. They can be identified in the types, properties, or relations observed in the world. Aristotle was one of the greatest philosophers who ever lived and the first genuine scientist in history. He made pioneering contributions to all fields of philosophy, science, logic, ethics, poetry, and life in general. There are lots of life lessons from Aristotle. In this video, I have chosen the 8 most important ones. The first life lesson from Aristotle is one of the biggest achievements in life is self-understanding. Knowing yourself is the beginning of all wisdom. It is the beginning of understanding the world. It helps in understanding purpose of life and makes you able to understand others. First, figure out your strengths and practice to be stronger than ever, then tackle the fear. He who overcomes fear is truly free. He roars like a lion and stands strong in any situation. Likewise, the most difficult victory is against the evil within self. If you are courageous enough to overcome your desires, then it is greater victory than defeating the enemies. Desires carry instant sweetness which blurs the vision of life. Thus, understand the factors within yourself which matter your way and thoughts. Then you work on them and know yourself to be a better man. The second life lesson is, fear offers us nothing than keeping us back. Fear is pain that arises from the anticipation of evil. The evil of self tends to drive us away from the positive aspects of life. With various actions of that growing evil, fear gets birth. Stress hormones are released, then blood pressure and heart rate increase to cause weakness. The weak away from fear, while mighty from love. Fear will only push you back and tries to depress you. Aristotle's third life lesson is, honesty is the best diplomacy. Have it greatly appraised. The least initial deviation from the truth is multiplied later 1,000-fold, which means a small lie is compounded over time sequentially into bigger lies or untruth in future. Everyone should do right thing but not what he sees from others, because the right thing for ourselves should be sprouted from within. Let your appreciation for other people be honest and sincere. Think of the person and not only of the negatives about him or her. In the same time, praise only the good acts and service that motivates the listeners and avoids the faults. Fourth life lesson. To achieve anything in life, there must be the power of will. Through discipline comes freedom. Although discipline demands control and asceticism, it actually results in freedom. It allows you to practice the daily habits that get you the things you need. If you have the self-discipline to eat healthy food, you are always healthy. The excellence never happens accidentally. It comes after your own pursuit, honest effort, and smart actions. It represents the wise choice among the many alternatives. Our choices determine the destiny in life. We are what we do repeatedly. Therefore, excellence is not an act but habit. Hence, excellence is one of the power of will. The fifth life lesson of Aristotle is, discover your friends and keep them close to you. No one wants to live without friends. Even if he has everything else, friendship is needed in both situations, happiness and sorrow. A close friend is like a second half, someone with whom your own sense of self is really connected. You don't need to explain anything, but he or she understands you surprisingly. Friendship is a soul living in two bodies. A good friend is the person who wishes your best and does everything for your sake. He is always positive and practical. The desire for friendship is quick, but friendship is a fruit that matures slowly. You may want to be a friend with somebody instantly, but the relation takes some time to understand each other and to be good friends. The sixth life lesson is, take control of life in your hands and choose the virtue you want to have. Happiness belongs to the self-sufficient. If you are capable of maintaining every need by yourself, you don't expect something from others and you have total control in life. Happiness is the sediment that sits at the most appropriate place in the soul. Soul is the center of us, and happiness is an emotional state of joy, satisfaction, contentment, and fulfillment. Happiness indicates satisfied life, which is the result of chosen virtue of soul. A certain virtue requires a specific way to be acquired. Intellectual virtue comes from teaching, but moral virtue comes from habit. This means that the two are acquired differently. Intellectual virtue can be acquired by reading a book, but moral virtue can be acquired only through practice. The energy of the mind is the essence of life. If you are courageous enough and have energy to control own life and choose the right virtue, you are definitely happy, satisfied, and well received. Always, life is not full of flowers. Some bitter moments arise. You may find people who don't accept you or criticize. There is only one way to avoid criticism. Do nothing, say nothing, and be nothing. If you don't fuel fire, it doesn't grow. Keep patience and trust on yourself. It takes time and some hard moments, but someday those criticisms turn into praise. Patience is bitter, but its fruit is sweet. Patience is dignity, and dignity does not consist in having price, but in deserving them. The seventh lesson is, joy and fun should be in life to keep us healthy. Happiness lowers the risk of cardiovascular disease, lowers blood pressure, enables better sleep, improves your diet, and reduces stress. So joy and fun should be filled in life to stay healthy. Always stay smiling and be in fun. Jokes are also pleasant to the gods, so make jokes, meet friends, and stay happy. This habit keeps you healthy with joyful life. Life is comedy for those who think and tragedy for those who feel. This critical thinking relates to solving the problems with following steps to stay happy and positive. Identify the problem, analyze the problem, and look at it from different angles. Brainstorm and come up with several possible solutions. Decide which solution fits situation the best, and finally take action. If you feel so much, then life is pushed towards tragedy rather than to the solution. The eighth life lesson from Aristotle is, do not underestimate the power of darkness. Our passion and compassion are identified in darkness. A person who stays positive towards situations in hard time and stays concerned for helping others is a real strong and wise man. Our caliber is tested in dark moments. It's our darkest moments we have to focus on in order to see the light. Everything needs to face dark situations. It is the law of nature. If you want to see the light and feel its warmth, focus on dark moments and work hard to get over them. We cannot learn without pain. You understand the difficulty and trouble while being in pain. Then you understand the value of light in life. If you don't know what is pain, you don't understand the essence and necessity of light in your life. Aristotle has given many life lessons, but these are the most influential ones. This philosophy works perfectly in modern days, which helps in maintaining peaceful, calm, and happy life. Thank you for watching.